Have a seat on your abduction machine. Take a look at the placement of your feet and your knees, making sure they're stacked on top of each other. You don't want the legs straight out, but you do want the shins to be perpendicular with the floor. This is your basic abduction position. Our first position will be leaning all the way back, opening up the angle at the hip. Extend those knees out and control the weight as you come back to the starting position. Our second position, sitting up tall, creating a perpendicular line with your spine to the floor. This creates a 90-degree angle at the hip. Our third position will be leaning over forward at the hip, keeping a nice neutral spine, decreasing the angle at the hip. When seated in position 1, with an open angle, if you start to feel hip discomfort, scoot your hips slightly forward towards the lever at your knees. You can still have an open angle at the hip by leaning slightly back. What this does is places the knee pad higher up on the leg, closer to the hip. This can often take a little bit of pressure off of the hip and the knee joint. When we sit back into our position 1, this extends the distance between the hip and the knee pad. Because this changes the angle at which the hip opens, this sometimes causes discomfort. Scooch a little bit farther forward to still get that same range of motion. We also want to make sure that we're controlling our speed. Keep it nice and slow, focus on opening the knees and controlling the weights as you come back to the starting position.